was thinking about the little paper sculpture that we're making, and I remembered that one of the options was that you could add color. Well, as you saw in the video, I kind of gave it to my dog. So I'm going to try to see if I can snag it back from her and see if we can make it happen. Well, my dog Piper was not happy about giving it back. Can I have it, Piper? Well, I took it from her. It was gross. She was not happy. Well, don't worry. She got a bone. She's sweet. I started off with this Conte crayon that I had at my house and this fabulous number 2 pencil. I also have some charcoal and this Prismacolor. I don't know if the Prismacolor is going to work, but I will find out. I also have some items that I can use to brush and spread the graphite, charcoal, and other stuff with. Ta-da! So I have my little sculpture. It's kind of gross, stiff with dog saliva, but it's okay. I'm starting off with graphite. I just had the powdered graphite. You can actually draw it right on, but if you're able to ground it down to a powder and use a brush, graphite works really good. It went on very nicely. Next, this is the Conte crayon. Now, if you have chalk, like sidewalk chalk, or pastels, or anything else at home similar, this was great. I really loved the Conte crayon or pastel. I loved being able to apply this on the face. This third one is charcoal. If you don't have a charcoal pencil or any of these, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Graphite works just as fine. But I do recommend, do not put it on a paper towel because it absorbs it horribly. Lastly, Prismacolor. This did not work at all. I had these little flakes everywhere. It fell off. You see it on the table right there. It was gross. Now, if you can't use a knife to make shavings, just draw right onto the tube and you can spread it around with a brush. You can use a Q-tip. You can use your finger. Let's see, I think I've got something else over here. I'm going to put a little bit more right here on the forehead. I love some of the creases on the cardboard. And toothbrush, old toothbrush. This works great. Cardboard is sturdy enough. You can use it to move the things around. I think I'll add a little bit more. Again, pastels, anything with color works great. You can even use a paper towel to smear. I do not recommend anything wax-based. Now, if you're lucky and have watercolor at your house, you can use this too. Now you can pick and choose where you want to put this on, okay? Remember, this is your sculpture and it doesn't matter. Where you put it, where you apply it, it's all good. I think you can even take a marker, like a Sharpie or any other Copic marker, and apply as well. All right, so now at this point, I let it dry a little bit and I am adding in a secondary color. I have blue, now I'm adding red. Okay, it's now dry, looks great. But I want to increase some of the highlights, so I have this white charcoal pencil. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to start doing some marks, like hatching, cross hatching. So here I'm just putting in some cross hatching marks, adding the highlights to some areas where I think it would need it best. And again, if you have whatever you got, like a toothbrush or your hand, just smear it however you want. I think here is a great place for a highlight. The bridge of the nose, any creases that you think would look great. I think I'm going to come here to the eyebrow area, just the brow line. I think that would really accentuate some of those shadows by the eyes. And again, as you put some on and blend it in, go back and add more if you want to. Now I'm going to go down to the cheek crease lines. So again, a lot of this is experimentation. If you don't like it, it's okay. Just try to rub it off as much as you can. But anything where you think it would be an interesting contrast in values, I'd say give it a try. A lot of this was just trial and error on my part, just to see what I liked. I think the nose really needed it, because when I was folding the pieces, parts were not really cooperating during the fold. So I was able to go back and really make parts stand out more versus without any color, especially right here on the nose and that lip. I was able to get some more highlights just to make it stand out a little bit better. Now some areas, like right here, where I guess you would say is the cheekbone, I decided to add some highlights. But I was really careful because this is where some of that red coloring on the paint came through. It may have been either paint or the pastel Conte, I don't know. But I really wanted to accentuate that spot. So I was really careful to pick out areas that I wanted to highlight. Some more in the nose and lip area. And don't forget that bottom lip. Some more on the brow, and now, well, I think I'm pretty much done. Yep, looks good. Piper, what do you think?